Hello, in this tutorial we'll be making these super cute, fluffy, soft scrunchies. For materials you will need some sort of chunky yarn. I'm using this chunky size 6 yarn by Premier. I'm also using a 6mm hook. You can also use 5mm scissors, a basic hair tie, just a black elastic band, and any darning needle to weave in the ends. We will begin by making a slip knot. This is how I make my slip knot. Wrap the yarn twice around your index finger. Bring the back of the yarn to the front. Do the same thing again. And then pull the short tail end of the yarn. Now attach your slip knot to the hook and then tighten it around your hook by pulling on the working yarn like what I'm doing here. Okay, now let's grab the elastic hair tie and insert your hook like this. Then hold your yarn, and then we will grab that yarn by inserting the hook and pulling up a loop through the hair tie, like what I'm doing here. And then we'll make a single crochet. So we will yarn over and pull through both loops on our hook. And then we will chain 3. So yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. Do that again. That's 2 and 3. And now that we've connected our yarn to the hair tie, we'll start by making treble crochets. To make a treble crochet, you will yarn over twice. So until you have 3 loops on the hook. So this is our hook. Yarn over 2 times on the hook. And then insert it through the elastic band and then pull up a loop. And then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And this is our first treble crochet. So we will be making this exact same stitch all the way around our hair tie. So yarn over twice, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm not counting anything here. I'm just gonna treble crochet all the way around my hair tie until I have enough. If you want it to be more scrunched up, you will add more treble crochet. If you want it to be just like a basic flat hair tie, you will just add enough treble crochets only to cover the hair tie. And I will show you what I mean here at the end, but I'm just going to treble crochet all the way around with you. I will speed up the video. Feel free to slow it down if needed, but we're just doing the same thing all the way around, just treble crochets all the way around. And then just remember to pull the stitches together, put them next to each other so that we don't have any spaces and that black hair tie doesn't show underneath our yarn. So I'm just going to speed up this part here so that I don't bore you, but remember we're just making treble crochets all the way around the hair tie. We yarn over twice, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. All the way around, just treble crochets, and then make sure that you put all the stitches together so that you don't have any spaces in between the stitches. So I want mine to have a little bit of ruffle to it, so I'm just adding a little bit more stitches than needed to cover the hair tie. If you want yours to be super ruffly, then just add as many stitches as you can. If you want it to be flat, just crochet until it covers the hair tie and you'll be done. So I'm doing my last stitch here, my last treble crochet. This is as ruffly as I want mine to be. And like I said, if you want it more ruffly, then just add more. Now we'll do a slip stitch on top of the first treble crochet that we did. So find that stitch and then just insert the hook in the middle of the stitch of that first treble crochet. And then grab a loop and pull it through the loop on the hook. Make a slip stitch. And then the hair tie is basically done. Just pull the yarn and cut it. Now I'm just going to weave in the ends with you. You can grab your darning needle for this. I like these darning needles. They're very easy to use, but you can use whatever darning needle you have, and then just kind of go inside the stitches and cover up that tail end of the yarn. You can't just cut it because it will unravel, so just make sure you hide it in between the stitches. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of putting it underneath the stitches to cover it, just for a few stitches, and then pull it, and then now you can cut the yarn. Okay, so we will do the same thing to the other tail end of the yarn. Insert the yarn inside the darning needle and then just kind of cover up that tail end of the yarn underneath the stitches. And then once we weave in some of those ends, just cut the yarn and your scrunchie's done. You have a little cute scrunchie. And just a side note, this pink one is made with the 5mm hook. The purple one is made with a 6mm hook. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.